One of my favorite places in the city centre was this place called Kaph, and it's on Drury Street. So if you're ever in Dublin, go visit it. It's so cute. It's this little coffee shop, super central, and Drury Street is just a fun street to be on. If I went with my friends, it was super nice to sit outside or just in the busy area or on the street. But if I was by myself, if I wanted to journal or get a bit of work done, not a lot of people know that they have like a set of stairs that'll take you up to their first floor, or if you're an American, the second floor. I really loved it there, and their coffee is really good. I would always get just like, I started with lattes and then upgraded while I lived here to flat whites, and now I'm into cappuccinos. And I used to not be a coffee person, but after my master's I got into coffee. I think it happens to all adults at some point. There's going to be an awakening that you need coffee. But I loved that place so much. It's really special to me. And another place that's really special to me is Killiney Beach. It's pretty much in all of my videos because it really is such a beautiful place and it's so accessible to get to. I've always lived on the south side in Dublin, and since I've always been lucky enough to live on the Dart station line, I've been able to get there. And when I had my bicycle, which I actually sold yesterday, but when I had it, I would cycle there from Dunleary, and it's just such a gorgeous place. Like the Vico Baths, I don't know how to say it, is gorgeous, and everyone's able to get there. And I'd actually held a little going away get together there the other week with my friends, all of my closest friends that I really wanted to be there, and that was so fun. Like I love my friends so much. I was looking back at the footage and I just love my friends, really. Like they've all touched my life in such an impactful, memorable, unforgettable way, and I'm so grateful for all of them, really, I am. So that just added to my happy memory of Killiney Beach. Again, if you're ever in Dublin, go. You can just take the Dart there and get off at the Killiney Dart station, but it's just a dream of a place. What is your favorite color? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Tell me your deepest, darkest secret. And then a recent place that I really love is Dingle. Now, I had never been there before, but my two best friends are Molly and Kate, and we all met in our master's program, which I had joined. That was the reason I moved to Ireland in the first place. And we've been to so many places together. We've had such an adventure. We've been to Galway, we've gone to Amsterdam, and then this was our third trip. And even then we've done like smaller trips where we'll go to Greystones for a coffee, or we'll go to Phoenix Park, like all ends of the city. Like we just love hanging out, growing together, I think is our biggest thing. Like we're always looking to grow, which is why I really appreciate their friendship. And on top of that, some friends are fun, but they're not good to travel with. But Molly and Kate, like the three of us are just like peas in a pod. We get on so well when it comes to traveling. Like we're just so chill, easy. We'll make a few plans here and there, go get drinks in the evening. It's just whatever. Like truly the loveliest girls ever. And they actually surprised me with a little cake and a little celebratory setup, and they got me a memory book. Oh my god, I have it here. And this is when we graduated, and on the back is when we were in Galway. But it's just so cute. I love it so much. Yeah, like you can see a lot of our photos these are a lot from Amsterdam, which is so fun. But yeah, I've loved their friendship, and I think I'm afraid that I'm not gonna find that back in the US, but even if I don't, I found it here. And I'm so Grateful is the key word for today, but I'm truly grateful for the both of them. I love you guys. I know you watch my videos. When I try to make a script for a video, when I try to plan it, when I try to predetermine what I'm gonna learn, it feels a lot more performative and I don't feel like I learn as much. But when I just film my life, because everything that you've seen so far, it's just me filming my life, living my life, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, just being. When I structure my video around my life experience, that's when I create a good story. That's when I learn from life, not trying to predetermine what I learn, but just living, and then I'll learn new things along the way. I've found that that's how I thrive. And I think that that's a lesson that a lot of people could take. It's so easy to plan everything. It's so easy to write everything on paper and plan things to the T. I feel like I'm less of a type A person now, but at one point, that definitely was me. And Ireland, because of the shit I've been through, the experiences I've experienced, and the people I've met, I've become a lot more relaxed, and I let life bring me where I need to go. Of course I work hard. Of course I have dreams and passions that I'm working towards every day, but I'm finding more of a balance on how to have those dreams and still let things naturally come to me over time. I'm so grateful for who I've become, and I'm confident that I will end up in the right place. I will meet the right people. And that's because I know myself. I feel so connected to myself after being here. And that's what I want my YouTube videos, my films, that's what I want it to be about. I want it to be helpful to people who maybe don't understand themselves and feel a little lost, and see my story and it give them courage that they will find themselves, and finding a balance between relaxing and letting the wind take you where you need to go and still working hard is the best place to be to discover yourself. I'm so grateful. I really am. And I will see you guys in Houston, Texas.